Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Barbados, get up! Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Morning to you too, and thank you so much for joining us today, Friday, the 7th of March, 2025. Would you believe a week has already gone by for us here at the Great Courts Superstore at the W Plaza in Welches? Time really flies, but we've had a ball. I hope you've had a good time too as well, to be able to see what's in store here at the beautiful location of the brand new location of Courts in the W Plaza. There's so many things for you to acquire, so many things that will really bring value home to you, and so many things that will bring joy to those who visit your spaces as well. So take the time today, tomorrow, every day from here on end to come on into this superstore. I guarantee you, you will have the time of your life. And this morning we'll continue showing you even more of what Courts in Store has to offer. Also want to remind you that today, Friday, and tomorrow, Saturday, there are some in-store activities which I'd like to invite you to. For sure, today, Friday, from 5 o'clock in the afternoon, they're having that sip and they come down. Mixologists will be here as well. So we want you to really come to that one, mixology and demonstration. And at 5 this evening, they're having a makeover demonstration. So come see what's in store, the furniture options, and how you can really make your spaces absolutely refreshing. That's from 5 until 6, and then 6 until 7. And then on Saturday from 11 in the morning, they're having that interior design makeover as well, to be followed at midday with the Mixology demo. So in this brand new location, there is something for you to do all the time. But come on down, bring the children as well. They'll find things to interact with, because this is truly a super store. Now, coming up today, Friday, just want to remind you that the African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church, they're marking their 43rd anniversary of ministry on the island, and we'll be connecting with them in just a little while to hear how they're marking that occasion. This weekend, as a matter of fact, they have a slate of activities. You'll get to see how you can engage with those activities as well. Every Friday, as we continue to gather for 2025, we refer to it as Parish Fridays. And so today, we'll be connecting with the organizers at the St. Thomas Parish Church. They're having upcoming on the 29th, their Harvest Market, Nature Gardening, Business Expo, and a whole lot more. We want details on the whole lot more as well, so we can't wait to hear from them too. Question for you. Are your kidneys okay? Have you been paying attention to your overall health and how your kidneys play a critical role in how your body functions? So are your kidneys okay? The Barbados Kidney Association is here with us today. We'll be connecting with them in just a moment to hear more about how they're reminding you and how they're spending the time to remind you, and all of the treatment options that are truly available on island. And it's not a death sentence. You can live with kidney disease. Now, the regional merchandise manager of Unicomer Trinidad is going to be here. We're taking a tour through what Radio Shack has to offer and all the gaming appliances as well. So all of you gamers and those of you into gadgets and so forth, that's a session you definitely don't want to miss. Just ahead of International Women's Day, we're celebrating women. There are 3 outstanding women who are doing a lot indeed as women, and so we want to celebrate them this morning. They'll join me to talk a little bit more about that, and we'll have the show ending with a Mixology demo. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Don't forget, continue watching us on our Facebook, YouTube, and our website. Our options are available to you. Continue interacting with us, and if you have an idea or someone who you'd like to introduce to us, please do so. Drop us an email at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Didn't say my name. I'm Pearson Bowen. What's yours? Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Let's get started though by taking a look and answering hopefully the question, are your kidneys okay? The Barbados Kidney Association has their president in Alan Haynes, and he joins me now. Alan, good morning to you.
Welcome. I'm glad to be here. Welcome. Good morning to Pearson and good morning to Barbados.
Thank you. Now, is this your first visit to this superstore?
Yes, it is.
What is your thought?
It is beautiful. It's lovely. It encourages you to want to spend some money. I was looking at some of the furniture just now, and it encourages you to want to spend some money.
And that's good. But you know, there's some finance packages that make it absolutely affordable to you.
Even for retirees like me?
Even for retirees like you.
Okay.
Yes, even for retirees like you. And those options we'll share with throughout the show. So for those of you who are thinking like you as a retiree, yeah, we'll show you what's possible as well. But are your kidneys okay? Why is that the theme for Kidney Awareness Week?
I think that theme was selected this year because kidney disease is becoming one of the major NCDs. It has kind of gone under the radar, but presently there are over 850 million people across the globe that are suffering from some level of kidney disease. And so the international powers thought that was time to focus on it. So the question is being asked this year, are your kidneys, and that is the theme, that is actually the theme for 2025. But if we come home to Barbados, we have approximately about 350 persons who are on dialysis in Barbados. These are persons who are at stage 5 and who need dialysis or transplant in order to survive. And one of the characteristics of kidney disease is that it's very, very expensive to manage. It costs at least about $70,000 a year to pay for the dialysis of one person. So that works out in total, the government spends about almost $20 million a year on people like us. Now, there are another, I don't want to quote too much statistics, but just to give you an idea, there are another 1,000 persons out there who attend polyclinics and the hospital who are at some level of kidney disease, but that's not the worrying factor. It has been estimated that there are about 20,000 to 30,000 people out there with some level of kidney disease. And one can only imagine if 10% of those move to end-stage kidney disease, that would be a whopping $100 to $150 million in cost. We can't afford that.
So there are thousands of people walking and living among us who have stages of kidney failure, and they're not even aware.
They're not even aware.
So how do we move into a point of awareness and diagnosis?
And that brings in the other part of the theme, detect. Detect is another part of the theme. And so in the early stages, there are 5 stages of kidney disease. And you find in the first 4 stages, there are no symptoms at all, no symptoms. So we are encouraging persons to get tested early. For example, if I use my example, I got tested when I was 20. And that was because my mother, I was selected by the family to be the one to give a kidney to my mother. So I had to be tested. And it was found at that time that my kidney had scars. I had no symptoms. I had scars and cysts on my kidney. So I was not selected, but I had no symptoms. In fact, my symptoms only came later in life, in my late 50s. I live almost normal. I made a few little modifications. I was never a big drinker, never a smoker. So I made a little modifications, but there were no symptoms until I came down with end-stage kidney disease in my late 50s.
So, and there are lots of people like that with that story who had no clue.
No clue.
And it only because you wanted to make a donation of a kidney to your mother did you find out from the tests. What are the options available for people for testing though?
There are blood tests and there are urine tests that you can get, and these are not a very painful tests. They're very simple tests, and they will tell you the level of creatinine, which is the contaminants in your blood, and also you can do a test that involves to see how much urine you are producing. Right? So those tests, and I have to put in a plug for one of my partners here, Fordham Foundation. They are situated in Charlton Road, Carrington Village, and they do note the word free kidney testing.
And that's important.
And as of February, the last list they have, they did over 2,000 647. So they're doing a wonderful job.
And that's good because it helps to respond to the rising
Yes.
numbers and to catch it as early as possible.
Yes.
And treatment as early as possible, because I want to hear from you now whether or not, and you're not a doctor, I know that.
No, I'm not a
but,
doctor.
But should it be caught early, what can be done?
Oh, it depends what is the cause of your
Okay.
kidney impairment. Hypertension and diabetes account for 70% of the kidney disease. So if one of those are the causes of, you have to treat those. So you have to treat the diabetes
And treat
or you
the
have to treat the hypertension. Because I got hypertension late in my 40s and it was treated well. So it's only when I got some chikungunya that I then came with end-stage kidney disease.
Jeez,
So you need to manage those underlying things, the diabetes and the hypertension.
Alan, you are scaring me. I'll tell you why. Because I'm
Sorry.
hypertensive. And you're telling me, no, I have to pay closer attention
Yes,
to
you want to
all
pay
of this.
close attention.
Because the potential for impairment of the kidney is
Yes,
possible.
it's very, very high. It's very, very high if you have those. If you have those, like in my case, mine was made like a family history. Because my sister had a transplant that lasted 45 years. Okay, one of the longest in the world. My mother died after she had a transplant, and now it's my turn.
Yeah. No, it's my turn. But if you're waiting in line.
No, but you can live a good life. You can live a fairly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you can live a
and that's the
fairly-
point. If it's caught early,
Yes.
then you can
live a
live
normal
really
life. Yeah.
normal
Yes.
life, and you don't necessarily have to go on to long-term dialysis and that way because it's treated.
Yeah.
And so the younger people, as you're saying, because you're in your 20s, you found it.
Yes,
And young people, they now, I have to say, because they're much younger than me,
Yes.
they feel that they can live forever
Yes.
and that all is well. They're having the perfect machinery known as the body.
Yes.
And you're saying sometimes there are things happening within you have no clue about.
No clue
So it's
at all.
important for you to be tested for these things.
Yeah, early testing.
Early testing. What's the prevalence of women towards men versus men? Do you find more, which gender presents more, you think?
I think it's almost even. I did a very small sample size and that was in Trinidad, you know, and I think maybe the small, it was 19, and I think there were 10 women and nine men. So it was rather close.
Yeah.
And just from my observation of what is around, because women live a little longer than men, in the older age you may see a few more, but it's not, the disparity is not very large at all.
Well, that's good. And so what is the Kidney Association doing in terms of raising awareness? Because, I mean, we could talk about it here, but then that passes through one ear and goes out the other one for some people.
Yes.
How are you constantly keeping your messaging in the minds of people?
What we haven't been going to schools as much as we did before, but we try to visit the schools, and we carry 2 little mascots that because what we try to do when we deal with the kids is a very morbid subject, but we try to make it as
interesting,
not as morbid as it really is, you know. So we have these mascots, and we have 2 presentations that we use that were developed by the National Kidney Foundation. One that targets kids from 6 to 11, and one that targets kids from 11 to 18, and they're kind of cartoonish and thing, and they introduce how the kidneys work, what the kidneys look like, and even some things like how many kidneys you have. So we introduce those to the kids, and we give them to church, because they're not copyrighted, so we give them to church and anybody who want to share them with their groups. So that's basically how we try to spread the news. We also have the Kidney Association also has a very vibrant give back program. You know, the give back program with the university students. What they have done is that we have sessions all online with them, and then so they get their hours, and we introduce them to all kind of topics. In addition to kidney disease, I was an accountant by profession, so we introduce them to financing and budgeting. I bring in people to discuss. In fact, we have done over 107 sessions with them so far.
Well done.
So and we also do a little work with the Ross University students, medical students, and because our kidney patients, yes, is a challenge in life, but it also presents my principle in life is that once you are given a challenge, use that challenge, turn it around. So there's some people who are in Dallas for 31 years, and they visit the clinic 3 times a week. So they develop a lot of expertise. So when these medical doctors come in, these patients can go into a lot of detail. They can learn quite a bit. We have made initial contact with UWI because I'm a Barbadian.
Yes.
And those who are students can live here. And we want to take that program to the university too. We have started discussions with them. We've gotten the approval of the owners of Sills Clinic and the nurses, so they're willing to receive the student doctors from UWI as soon as possible.
You can live with one kidney.
Yes,
you
you
can't
can.
live without your kidneys.
No, you can't live.
Correct. And
One
so,
kidney you can live an almost normal life.
with one.
Yes.
And with some assistance from dialysis and the like. But
No, you only
with
get
just one?
dialysis when both kidneys are impaired,
faulty. Okay.
and when the actual function of the kidney is less than 15%. But if you have one kidney and that is working, no, you don't need a dialysis at all.
You see, and that's important to
No.
know, folks. That's important to know. This is information you need to pay closer attention to because it aids in your living a normal, healthy life. And all of the systems are in place in Barbados to assist you to do so. But the cost is tremendous. And so this is where the Barbados Kidney Association is trying to help us become, in our awareness, to help reduce that cost. And then more people can probably benefit from it because there comes a time where people think it's just too much to bear.
Too much, yes.
And so you're approaching it with the young people, middle-aged and older people, how we manage our
Yes,
kidneys.
our kidneys, yes.
But what have you learned from your journey as well in terms of how you consume foods and so forth?
In fact, my experience is that once you go on to, you have kidney problems, your appetite is not what it is. In fact, in the early stages, most people lose a considerable amount of weight because you have this metallic taste in your mouth. Food doesn't taste good anymore, So before you can get the dialysis, and because your toxins in your body are very, very high, okay? So food doesn't taste good, so you lose your appetite, you lose lots of weight.
Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
Okay.
You saw my reaction, but I'm listening to you.
Well, maybe I can afford to lose some weight now, but okay. And the life on dialysis, one of the major things you have to do is limit the amount of water. Normally, water is a good thing, okay. But once your kidneys are not working well, you don't pass. It doesn't create urine. You don't pass water, so that water remains in your body.
And you can drown in that liquid.
Yes,
I
two
know.
things you do. You can either drown or it can go around your heart. You get a heart attack.
Yes.
Those are the two major things that happen, yeah.
Now, you're having a week of activities upcoming.
Yes.
Can you walk me through?
In fact, this one is the first
One of them.
activity, right?
Yes.
But we are starting on Sunday with a church service at St. Cyprian's at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then during the week, we're going to have with cooperative generals with their tips. We're going to have some tips during the week.
Okay.
And also on Republic Bank, on their big jumbotron, we can hopefully have a little message there.
Right.
And on Thursday, Dr. Packett and Dr. O'Shea, the two transplant surgeons in Barbados, they're going to be on
Mornin
coming here,
Barbados, yes.
along with Sadian, who has been a transplant recipient, and hopefully she's going to bring her brother, who is a physical instructor, to show you that he gave his sister a kidney and he still looks,
Still living a normal life.
and he looks normal.
And so you're doing lots of media
Yeah.
engagement, and you're also using different outlets
Yes.
to be able to share.
Yeah, I want to share two last things with
Yeah,
you
quickly.
in terms of the activities. On Friday, we are going to have a Zoom panel discussion.
That's next Friday.
Yes, next Friday. We are going to have a dialysis patient, a hemodialysis, one of the blood. We're going to have a peritoneal dialysis, which is one of the home dialysis. We're going to have a transplant recipient and a donor, along with Dr. Dottin, who is a
Right.
nephrologist.
Right.
And lastly, our walk. Our walk is going to be in Coverley on the 16th. We're going to have a little walk so that people like me can start moving a little bit.
Exercising, yes,
and a
which
little
is
bit
important
moving
as
there.
well.
So 4 o'clock, be there.
All right. Alan Haynes,
Yes.
President of the Barbados Kidney Association, as always, thank you. Information that is very, very rich and very, very real and very relevant. I really want to thank you, sir.
Yes. I hope to see you there, and that's your shirt that you can
Also,
come
this is
and
the
make.
only should I get there?
Yes. That's to make sure you get there, sir.
I got you. I catch on to
Okay.
your messages. Thank you very much,
Thank
by
you
the
very
way.
much, sir.
Don't move, don't move.
Okay.
Don't you dare move. We're
Oh,
coming
sorry.
right back in just a moment.
Sorry.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
The school nutrition policy was created to foster a healthier school environment. Yet, everywhere we look, we still see the marketing of unhealthy foods and drinks in our schools. This influences children to choose unhealthy foods and drinks, which will make us sick as adults. If these foods are being removed from schools to improve our diets, why are they still being marketed to us? 31% of children are overweight or obese. Protect us. It's time to ban marketing of unhealthy foods and drinks in schools.
A message for the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Barbados and partners.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hi, I'm Adrian Agard, owner-manager of Things Gospel, and we've had the privilege of working with Mornin Barbados over the years. And we've always had pretty good engagement after those segments on Mornin Barbados. If you're looking to advertise, I recommend Mornin Barbados.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Hi, I am Leading Fire Officer 162 Terrell Clark of the Barbados Fire Service. Did you know that our trucks carry 600 gallons of water? And at the end of every fire, we look for the closest possible hydrant to replenish our trucks. Please do not block the hydrants because it would become difficult for us to replenish our trucks. I want to wish all my colleagues a happy 70th anniversary as we celebrate this together with the public of Barbados. Thank you.
So here at the port station, we have a female who drives the truck. All the women needed, and especially the female drivers, all they needed was the encouragement.
She inspires.
He just figured that it's a male-dominated industry and I'm going to be bullied in this industry. Eventually, I bought a jackhammer compressor and then I bought my first truck.
She Inspires, a production of the Bureau of Gender Affairs in the Ministry of People Empowerment and Elder Affairs, Monday at 8 p.m. on air and online. She Inspires.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
I told you at the top of the show, the African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church is marking 43 years, almost as long as I've been alive. They've been around. And so they're continuing their ministry, and we're celebrating that fact this morning. Across from me is a very good lifelong friend, the Reverend Deborah Grant. Deborah, good morning.
Good morning, Pearson.
Good to see you.
Yes, you too.
And I know you passed at Hoggard.
Yes, yes.
I can't believe it. I'm actually sitting across from Deborah after all these years. You're
Yes.
still looking the same. And that's
Same
fantastic.
for you as well.
Thank you.
We must be aging well.
Don't use
Let
the
me
word
take that
aging.
back.
You're
Let me
living
take
well.
that aging part. We're doing well.
We're doing well indeed. And you've brought along with you Elder Scott Moore. You're the director of the Men's of Zion as well. Good morning.
Good morning. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much for coming through. 43 years, Deborah?
Yes.
That's a long time.
Yes, it is. Not long enough, or we're too small, I think.
Yeah.
Because we're still not known on the island after 43 years. Many persons mix us up with the AME, and we're not aware that there's actually AME Zion, and they're two different, all within the Methodist family.
Right.
I have to be very clear on that because there's some misconceptions where that's concerned. So we're all part of the Methodist family, but it's just one of us here on the island. But soon there'll be more.
Soon will be more.
Yes.
And we're positive about that.
Yes.
But how does the church, talk to me a little bit about the church's ministry over those 43 years.
So over the 43 years, the church has really been catering to the community in Jackson. And it's been, well, I've only been there from 2010. I've been visiting from 2010. And from 2010, I'll speak on that specifically because our ministry has been mainly to the youth, the children and the youth. And we've been known in the community for that, just the children and the youth. I mean, the community was really heartened to see how many children. At one point, we had more children and youth than actual adults in the congregation. And that's been our focus, really, children and coming up. I mean, we have adults in the church, of course, but our focus is in that area. We've had to move, however, from our location, so that ministry is now a little slow in the uptake, but we are hoping to get a home soon that we can go back, because now more than ever we need to be with our children.
Yes.
We need to be planting the right seeds and encouraging and growing those seeds from very young. So yeah.
Men, Scott, also play a critical role in planting those seeds and nurturing them as they grow as well. Talk to me about the work of the men's group and how you're able to do what you have to do to respond to the needs of our children today.
Wow, that's a loaded question. Well, the Men of Zion is the men's ministry for the entire denomination. I have the privilege of serving as the presiding elder for Barbados and St. Vincent. So I'm the supervisor, the presiding elder. And then we have our bishop, who is over the whole mid-Atlantic region, Barbados, St. Vincent, and Guyana. So in my role as presiding elder, I am responsible for the pastors in these different regions. But as the international director of the Men of Zion, I'm charged with really equipping, encouraging, and educating the men so that they can take their proper place in the homes, in the community, in the church, for the kingdom of God. And so it's really exciting, because if you're in the church and understand the church, oftentimes men have abdicated their responsibilities. And so we're really pushing, trying to get men to stand up and stand in the gap, as Ezekiel would say. God says, I'm looking for a man to stand in the gap. Trying to get men to stand in the gap and take their responsibility for their sphere of influence. And when the men step up, then the families come together and we're stronger as a result thereof.
How's it going?
Well, it's actually going well, slower than I would like. I would like to just stand up and have thousands of it immediately. But I believe, and we tell the men, we change lives one man at a time. And so we monthly we have an international meeting that we have hundreds of men on. Then weekly we have men's meetings in our local areas, and we really minister discipling men one at a time. And so it's exciting to me, because just on Monday I had a meeting with 35 men in our local church, because I also pastor a church in Mitchellville, Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C. And so I had 35 men that are regular coming out Mondays. And so it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to do that.
That's a wonderful story to tell. And so, Deborah, we want to replicate that here, right?
Definitely.
That's the key.
Yes.
Definitely. The sad thing is that, if I'm honest, we have one man in our congregation right now. I would love it to be obviously much more than that, but I do know what is happening. I'm being realist. I'm being a realist. But I just want to say to the men, there's a place for you at Hogard.
Yes.
Definitely a place for you at Hogard.
Because there are younger men watching and waiting for you to set the example.
Yes.
And so it's important, gentlemen, that you step up and step inside and stand in the gap as well for our young boys and our children. So how are we marking these 43 years?
Well, we're having, every year we have an annual conference, and our annual conference starts today. Our bishop arrived yesterday. Our apologies for his absence this morning. When the bishop is here, he's in charge. So I would keep quiet in terms of saying pastor or anything of the sort, because he's now in charge. But this evening at Sealy AME, this is where we're going to be bonding. And
that's the one there in
That's the one in Calmarot,
Right,
yes,
right.
yes. So because we no longer have our own home, we are at Sealy AME. They've been kind to lend us their space. And we'll start at 7 o'clock with a public service. Our business will start before that, but you're invited to join us. And then tomorrow, we start at 9 with a memorial service, because unfortunately we lost one of our elders recently. So we're going to have that tomorrow morning, and then we're going to business. And that's going to be followed with one of our sister churches in the US actually adopted us last year, and they've come back. Their pastor is actually from Barbados and grew up in Wildy Pine area. And we're doing an outreach community service on Saturday, where they've bought the boxes of clothing, and we're just going to give it. Nothing for sale. We're just giving. In August, we bought those school supplies, and we just gave them, and we're doing that again this year. So we're doing that community project on Saturday at around 2 o'clock, and they're playing field down from I don't want to call any names, but in the Wildy area.
Up there by bikes, the old bike
yes,
facility.
yes, opposite the bikes. Yes, right.
You know there's the bikes ground, but I know where you are.
Over the other side, yes. And then on Sunday would be our conference Sunday service, and that's 10 o'clock at the Accra.
Right.
Accra Hotel will be on Saturday. Will be on Sunday, sorry,
Right.
at 10. But on Friday and Saturday we'll be at Sealy AME.
So this evening, there's
Yes.
worship
Yes, at 7.
at 7 at Sealy.
Yes.
Tomorrow morning, where we're remembering fondly
Yes.
the passing of one of your big supporters indeed
Yes.
in the ministry, and so we'll do that. And then in the afternoon, we're doing the distribution.
Yes.
And you know, I've been watching what you guys are doing. You know, I know you don't know that, and because I saw you had a breakfast opportunities where you went.
Yes.
There's so much that they're doing here on the island, and
Yes.
it really is worthy of recommendation and commendation as well. So well done to you and
Thank
the
you.
folks at Hoggard. And so you're encouraging as you walk out into the community. You are
Yes.
living your Christianity, you're
Yes.
living your faith,
Yes.
and you're bringing relief to those in need. You're following the commission,
Yes.
the Great Commission.
Yes, that's
and
correct.
as Methodists, we know what we're talking
Yes,
about, right?
correct.
And so, Scott, what role are you playing while you're here? Because you said your responsibility is Barbados and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. What are you doing while you're here?
While I'm here, well, my primary responsibility is to support, to help to undergird the work at Hoggard and the ministers and the members there. And so this week I'll be officiating a lot because I oversee when Bishop is not here. And so because Bishop has over 200 churches, so then his presiding elders represent him. We're his arms and his hands over the work while he is, but now that he's arrived, I kind of can step back and say, okay, Bishop, now you're in charge. But no, it really is to be there, to undergird, to support, because our main responsibility is to make sure the church is doing well and that the members are well.
I really hope that there's an opportunity for men to come meet you. You're such a powerful minister in what you do. And I'm hoping, Deborah, to create the opportunity that they can have that one-on-one or group engagement with Scott.
Thanks to technology, we have so many Zoom opportunities and online opportunities now. It doesn't matter. We can turn up. Men here in Barbados can turn up to that meeting on Monday.
Good.
Just by joining on Zoom.
Lovely.
Yes. So just follow us and you'll get the information.
Follow you how?
We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. You can send us an email and it's Hoggard Amy Zion. Just look for us on Facebook. That's the easiest one, or Instagram.
And that's HOGGARD.
Yes, Amy Zion.
ZION. On Facebook, like I find them, so you can find them too.
Yes.
But thank you as always, and
Thank
well
you
done.
as well.
Congratulations, and may God continue to bless your ministry.
Thank you so
as you
much.
continue to grow. I see
Yes.
growth, and I profess it now, so therefore it shall be.
claim
I'm
it.
standing in the gap with you, Deborah, and your
Claim
team.
it. We appreciate that.
You're very
All
welcome.
Glory to God.
And your thoughts so far of the store, Deborah?
The store is quite impressive. If I didn't drive here and I just walked in, I would compare it to any of the stores that I walk into in any of the international, the bigger countries around the world.
That is
if I didn't
well
drive
said.
here. Yeah.
Well said, Deborah. And what about you, Scott?
Yeah, I was impressed when I walked in and saw all the different, because I stopped at the board and I saw the technology when you first came in, and the furniture and the appliance. Just really a great concept, great store, and it looks, it just looks amazing.
He's a man from Maryland talking here, mind you. There's a loft upstairs as well, Home and Nature. You have to browse that too, all right?
Wow.
They decreed it so, and I too. You need to come on down to the Superstore here at the W Plaza Welches. Thanks again to our folks from the African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church, and they're celebrating with them their 43rd anniversary. Morning Barbados comes back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Knapsack semifinals is this Friday. Join us right here for live coverage of all the action from 9 a.m. Brought to you by Farmers Choice Doing the Most, the National Wellbeing and HIV Commission, Great Health Works, Agents for Omega XL and Probiotics, and Digicel, every Bajan's favorite network.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
The school nutrition policy was created to foster a healthier school environment. Yet, everywhere we look, we still see the marketing of unhealthy foods and drinks in our schools. This influences children to choose unhealthy foods and drinks, which will make us sick as adults. If these foods are being removed from schools to improve our diets, why are they still being marketed to us? 31% of children are overweight or obese. Protect us. It's time to ban marketing of unhealthy foods and drinks in schools.
A message from the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Barbados and partners.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hi, I'm Adrian Agard, owner-manager of Things Gospel, and we've had the privilege of working with Mornin Barbados over the years. And we've always had pretty good engagement after those segments on Mornin Barbados. If you're looking to advertise, I recommend Mornin Barbados.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're heading to 23 minutes now till 7 o'clock, and I can't wait to talk to you a little bit about what's coming up at the end of this month as part of regathering in the parish of St. Thomas. Why? Because the St. Thomas Parish Church is having what is considered to be one of the biggest events on the slate of calendar of events indeed. They're having their Harvest Market, Nature Expo, Business Expo, and as we say in the business, and a whole lot more. To talk to us a little about this, though, is my good friend Mornin Bowen. Good morning, Maureen.
Good morning, sir. How are
You're
you
the
doing?
PRO of the committee, right?
Appointed PRO.
You are the PRO. Good to see you. I'm well, thank you for asking. How are you doing?
I'm great, great. Up early, but great.
Yeah, you could survive this. I do, every morning.
Okay.
And what about you, Wanda Mears? How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
You're
Lovely
very
to
welcome.
be here.
Thank you so much for coming here this morning. Now, this is one of the biggest events on the calendar, I'm telling you. I know over the years you've had such resounding response to this. What are we expecting this time around?
It's going to be a wonderful event. We picked up from 2020 because you know what happened in 2020. We all had plans in place and then we had to shelve them. But now we're back again, Saturday, March 29th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and it's absolutely free to all Barbadians. We're inviting not just Anglicans, Barbadians as a whole, the communities surrounding the St. Thomas area, because this is part of our contribution to regathering. So as you said earlier, it's our Harvest, Nature Garden and Business Expo. So it's going to be a wonderful day of fun, family and fellowship. And we also will have lots of entrepreneurs who we've partnered with to come and have their wares available for sale. So we're really looking forward to it. Food, lots of drinks, lots of fun. So we're inviting the entire family to come out and support us.
When is this on the church ground itself?
Yes, it's on the church grounds.
Y'all are right there in the corner.
Right in the corner.
I hope you have a traffic management plan.
We do. We actually do have the main entrance, which is off Seaview Road.
Right.
And then we have the other small entrance off the highway.
Right.
So it makes it easier for people to enter and exit. And there's lots of parking. There's parking. We have a pretty large area. So in addition to all of the stalls that we're going to be having, you will make sure that we'll find you somewhere to park. The parking is easy, it's off the road, so you don't have to block out the traffic.
Okay, I got you, sister. So all day long, from 9 in the morning till 6 in the evening, and I'm sure people are going to be there well beyond 6 in the evening anyway, so early o'clock till later, you can come and you can browse. Give us a sense of the variety of stalls that will be on offer.
Sure. We have persons who are going to be selling jewelry, clothing, the typical persons who make soap and creams. We also have some persons doing like some what you call vegetarian food as well. So it's a wide variety, and as we said, we open it up to small entrepreneurs, businesses looking, to make a little money for themselves. So it's really going to be interesting. So outside of what is going to be on sale, we at St. Thomas itself, we're going to be having a traditional tombola. We'll have a variety stall. And because it's around our harvest time, you will get the regular produce, fruits, vegetables, and so on. Yeah, they're going to be on display because the next day is actually our church's harvest. Yes. Right. So it's going to be a wonderful day, and entertainment as well, DJ music. So it's going to be really hype throughout the whole day.
And including things for the children, Wanda?
Yes, we're going to have a children's play park. So you don't have to worry about doing anything with your children on that Saturday. Bring them along from very early in the morning. We'll have lots of things to entertain them. There'll be jumping tents. We're going to have the bull that they can ride. That should be a lot of fun. Yes. And then, of course, Maureen forgot to mention the porkery.
The what?
The porkery.
The porkery.
We have a tent called the porkery. So you will get pork of all types, from pigtails to soles to pulled pork to, they just love their pork, especially on Saturdays.
Yes.
So make sure that you come out, forget about all the other places you get your pudding and soles from, and come to St. Thomas Harvest Extravaganza.
This is fantastic indeed, and this is happening on the 29th of March. We're giving you advanced notice, so you can mark your calendars accordingly, note your diaries. On the 29th of March, we're all going in droves, and the information is right there on your screen, by the way. We're all gathering, not just going, we're gathering at the St. Thomas Parish Church Harvest Market, Nature Garden, and Business Expo. Nature Garden suggests to me that the opportunity will be there for us to purchase plants and seedlings and the like.
Correct. And we're actually going to have, as part of our educational talks during the day, one of our members, he's involved in agriculture. So we're actually going to have a plant clinic.
Nice.
And then we're also going to have some person who's going to be in the area of wellness. So it's an all-around holistic event for friends and family. I want to give a plug here as well to the genealogy marketplace. Yes, they've agreed to work with us, and that's all part of the gathering. They're going to be there with Jennifer Walker, and that's going to be lively, it's going to be entertainment, it's going to be fun. So it's really an all-around fun family day, fun family and fellowship, as we like to say. So we really want Barbadians to come out and support us, and they're not going to be disappointed.
And it really sounds that way for me indeed. We will not be disappointed as we gather in St. Thomas on that day. And so it's an opportunity then for entrepreneurship, an opportunity for fellowship, and so much more. Is there space still available?
Unfortunately, no.
No?
We have about 65 entrepreneurs that have already registered. And of course, we want to make sure that we still leave some space for our church members who have produce on sale. So we really don't want it to be too crowded. We want everyone to be able to walk through and be able to see everything that we have to offer, and make sure that you don't feel too cramped and crowded. But we are looking forward to seeing as many people as possible, not only the St. Thomas community, but all of Barbados. And
for those of you watching, you're thinking, but y'all got space for that? Of course they do. To the west of the church, heading down the Seaview Road, there's a huge, expansive area. And that's where you're going to be primarily occupying, right?
Correct. The entire area. The entire. So we're going to create like a food court where persons can come and relax. So you can walk around, taking some of the activities, but you can relax, and a little later on in the evening you can enjoy the entertainment. But we're also going to be having activities within the church, because as you said, we're going to be well decorated. Harvest is our next day. The official harvest is our next day. So the talks and so on are going to take place within the church.
You're having talks?
Yeah. The plant clinic, as we said
so the
earlier.
Plant clinic is going to be in there.
There's somebody
We're going to do the history of St. Thomas Church. The history of St. Thomas, not only the church, but that's going to be done by Dr. Henderson Carter. And then we also have talks on medicinal plants from Dr. Damien Cohall from the University of the West Indies. So there are going to be quite a few historical things that you will learn, and also things about your plants and all the things that we used to do when we were growing up all the plants.
I don't know what you did when you were
all the plants that our grannies used to make us drink when we caught colds. We're going to be talking about all of those things. So we are going to be refreshing our history and making sure that all the people who are coming will have something to go home with.
Listen, I was in the supermarket yesterday. The checkout lady, she said to me, you know, Mr. Boy, you need to try these old-fashioned things that my grandmother used to do. Because we were both struggling with sinus issues at one stage. And then suddenly her voice was so clear yesterday. I asked, what did you do? When she concocted her, I said, all right, stop. She says, you need to get back to the things that the old people used to do. And so those thoughts allow us to be able to do so. So on the Saturday, the 29th of March, you're using inside the church, outside the church, you're using the entire property for that big gathering for the harvest market, nature garden, and the business expo, and more. Bring the children down, let the children roam, let them have a good time, let them to engage with the information and everything that's happening there as well. I like the fact you're having the genealogy market fair because a lot of us still don't know our roots fully. And if you want to continue that journey in researching your roots, then that's another occasion for you to be a part of it too. And it's absolutely free. It starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, early o'clock. I suspect that people are going to come to buy what they want to buy, but stay on.
Correct. That's what we want.
Yeah.
For them to spend a whole day with us, for me to take their money, yes. Because there's be lots of food, lots of drinks, lots of things to buy. And one little plug I would like to put here, we are working with the schools in the area, the St. Thomas area, because as you know, we said this is part of the gathering. So we reached out to some of the schools in the area, and we're hoping that they will come on board, whether it's through performance, whether it is through displaying any of their art, because we are all round embracive community and church. And we have a new priest in charge.
Yes, well, we know it's International Women's Day tomorrow. So we just want to say good morning to our Reverend Audrey Griffin, who is the first female priest at St. Thomas Parish Church. She is a very exciting leader, very dynamic, and we just want to say good morning to her. And we want to welcome everyone to come and visit with St. Thomas. 8 o'clock on Sunday mornings. Come anytime, whenever you feel moved to do so. I'm sure you'll be feeling welcome once you arrive there.
Well done. Maureen, your thoughts of this brand new Court Superstore?
Oh, it is wonderful. And Wanda was saying we have to come back tomorrow.
You have to come back tomorrow for real.
We have to come back tomorrow to do some shopping. It's well laid out, very stylish, very modern.
Yes,
we definitely like it.
And Wanda?
Yes, I think that from what I've seen so far, I'm definitely going to have to come back and take a look. I'm in the process of doing some work at home, and I want to come and see what there is.
Perfect location.
Yes.
Matters fixed. And there's financing available, so don't you panic. It's available indeed. All right. All the best with the upcoming activity, ladies. And thank you for coming into the Court Superstore, and come back again tomorrow.
We will. All right. It was our pleasure.
Thank you. Morning Barbados comes right back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Knapsack semifinals is this Friday. Join us right here for live coverage of all the action from 9 a.m. Brought to you by Farmers Choice Doing the Most, the National Wellbeing and HIV Commission, Great Health Works, Agents for Omega XL and Probiotics, and Digicel, every Bajan's favorite network.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
The school nutrition policy was created to foster a healthier school environment. Yet, everywhere we look, we still see the marketing of unhealthy foods and drinks in our schools. This influences children to choose unhealthy foods and drinks, which will make us sick as adults. If these foods are being removed from schools to improve our diets, why are they still being marketed to us? 31% of children are overweight or obese. Protect us. it's time to ban marketing of unhealthy foods and drinks in schools.
A message from the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Barbados and partners.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hi, I'm Adrian Agard, owner-manager of Things Gospel, and we've had the privilege of working with Mornin Barbados over the years, and we've always had pretty good engagement after those segments on Mornin Barbados. If you're looking to advertise, I recommend Mornin Barbados.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Hi, I am Leading Fire Officer 162, Terrell Clark of the Barbados Fire Service. Did you know that our trucks carry 600 gallons of water? And at the end of every fire, we look for the closest possible hydrant to replenish our trucks. Please do not block the hydrants because it would become difficult for us to replenish our trucks. I want to wish all my colleagues a happy 70th anniversary as we celebrate this together with the public of Barbados. Thank you.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We are live at the Court Superstore here at the W Plaza in Welch, St. Thomas. I hope you're following me as I make my way around the store. Yesterday we were upstairs, today we're back downstairs, and we are all through my ladies' chamber, really and truly, as the saying goes. We're now downstairs in the audio-visual section. As soon as you walk in, you are here. You are right here, as a matter of fact. And one of those who knows here very well is Chrissy Benjamin. He's the Regional Merchandise Manager of Unicomer Trinidad. Chrissy, good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning, thank you.
You're welcome. I asked you before we were getting ready, Chrissy, how long have you been here?
I've been here for 6 weeks.
And Chrissy, you're going back tomorrow?
I'm going back today.
Today?
Today.
You must feel awful.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because here it is, you're part of what you've been doing has come alive.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it come from a blank space to a beautiful store.
So talk to folks when they come into this superstore today and for the rest of their lives, what you shall experience in terms of audio visual?
In terms of audio visual, what you would definitely experience is a vast range of televisions for you, for your family, where you could basically pick the best choice for you to have your best home theater experience. Different brands, different prices, different sizes.
And talking about size, I'm standing next to the hugest television I've ever seen. What's this one?
So this is the TCL 115-inch OLED mini QD mini LED television. So what this television really possesses is an AI processor.
Oh.
Yeah. So we know all the talk around the world is about AI. Yes. So this utilizes artificial intelligence, takes in all the information from the picture. It thinks like the most clever human mind and spits out the best picture for you.
Wow. So I'm guaranteed every time to get the best visual.
Guaranteed.
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 And I let watch that word. Guaranteed, indeed.
And not only the best picture, but the best surround sound experience as well. Yeah.
Sweet. And it's built in, or do I have to get the sound bars?
It's built in.
It's
built
all
in,
built
but
right in.
You can enhance with sound bars from courts. So we do have sound bars as well.
I mean, when we want to watch the sports that we like to watch, we want to watch it on the big screen.
Oh yeah.
When we want to watch the entertainment events we like to watch, we want to watch it on the big screen as well. And so this brings not just comfort, it brings great value, and it brings the best experience there is.
Yes.
You feel almost as if you're in the cinema.
Oh yeah. Just imagine it at home.
Listen,
just
stop
imagine.
that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me so early.
We have the best financing options for you as well.
Yes. Oh yeah. Really?
Yeah. So don't worry, it's taken care of.
It's calming me down, thank you, Chris. It's calming me down. Because we're all getting excited about what's possible indeed.
Yeah.
And if it's not the large 115?
Yeah, 115. So we have a range from 32 inches, we have 43 inches, 50 inches, 55 inches, 75 inches, 65
to the
inches.
giants of them all.
Yeah, we have 98 inches.
Wow.
So we have everything for your needs.
And how do you go about determining all of this and making sure that you have all of these options available?
Well, basically looking at the market, looking at what customer preferences, we try to take into consideration everyone's need and everyone's pocket as well.
Yeah.
And we try to provide the best range as possible, as well as making it a bit more aspirational for persons that may want a bit more.
You're reading my mind so well indeed.
Yeah.
And so you're talking about the affordability, you talked about the financing.
Mm-hmm.
How can folks as they come in get that financing?
So we have our well-trained customer service staff. They are well equipped to help customers with all their needs. So I would point you directly to one of our customer service staff.
I'm sold on this one. And so he will point me to one of them.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm very sold. Because and the way we live today, we have a TV almost in every room.
Oh yeah.
And so you're saying to me you have a range of sizes,
yes,
a range of brands,
yes,
that will allow me to be able to have the best experience throughout the home. But when it comes to the family viewing,
oh yeah,
or the man cave,
yeah,
this is the one. This is the big baby.
We have huge sporting events coming up. We have World Cup, we have CPL coming soon. So
yeah. So this is the big one. We have crop over coming up as well. So we want to watch that. We barely missed your carnival, but that's not our fault. So we have all of this available. We have the financing available as well. Can you take me across to the Radio Shack? Because I want to see what's over there as well. And we know Radio Shack is a brand that allows us to be able to get a lot of the other gadgets that everyone purchases.
Oh yes. The beauty about Radio Shack is that we carry products that complement all other products that we sell within the store. So we have the TVs, we have the TV wall mounts to carry with the TVs. We have the HDMI cables that we use with the TVs. So even with some of the other technological products that we have, Radio Shack really complements every single product range that we carry in courts.
The brand itself, Radio Shack, is renowned globally.
Oh yeah.
And so that's a part of the promise you make to the customers. You're going into a space, though it is in Barbados, you're going to a space that is international and meets those international standards as well. So you're not cutting on that at all.
No, at all.
At all. And so we're going to take you there in just a moment. But here I just want to remind you this large 115 inch
TCL.
Yeah. Big
oh,
TV.
Oh, yeah.
AI built in that allows you to have the best experience by way of color and quality and all of those kinds of things. So if you're looking for that place to recline and have a really relaxed environment, this TV needs to be in it. And it would fit very well on the walls that I have in my home.
I love the sound of that.
Yes, it really would. And so if you're thinking of your spaces as well, this can fit that wall space very, very beautifully. Imagine that with some other furniture pieces from courts.
Oh yeah.
And you know, and you just recline, whether it's a sectional or any of the other large cushy furniture pieces as well, you know, some nice flush carpets as well. So it's fantastic. And this is available through financing. I'm not going to tell you the price, you can see it for yourself.
Yes.
But financing is available. And the folks here at Courts in this superstore, is this available at any of the other stores, by the way?
Exclusive to Welch's.
Exclusive to Welch's. We love exclusivity. Because I love exclusivity. So there's only one place you can come and get this 115 inch TCL AI built-in television screen. Folks, you got to come. You got to come today. You have to come tomorrow, and you will see for yourself. And your folks will be here to answer any questions that anyone has, right?
Definitely.
Good. Can I go over now? Yes. Let's go right over. Come with me. And let's take a look at what is available in the Radio Shack Connect.
Oh yeah.
The latest technology. We simplify your life. We connect to your world. That is your promise in Radio Shack.
That's a promise. That's a promise. And as I said before, we have all the products that complement the other Courts products that we sell. So you buy a television, your batteries run out on your remote. We have batteries.
That's right.
We have headphones for you for your fitness journey, all of that. You know, we have at the start of the year, we all have these resolutions and these plans.
So unhealthy.
It's never too late to start.
Yes.
We also have portable speakers. We have PA speakers, and right now actually we have 20% off selected PA speakers within our range. Within the Radio Shack division as well, we also carry other products that sort of kind of adds value. So we have some smart home products. We have the smart door lock We have the blinds controller.
Sweet.
Yeah. So and we also have smart plugs as well as motion sensors and that sort of thing. So
I know some
we sell
11-year-old
everything.
boys who would have a ball in here in this section for
Yeah.
real. But the gaming zone, zone right here, you know, as well. The gaming zone is another feature of the Radio Shack brand.
Yes, it is. So as I said before, we have complementary products. Again, we have the PS5 that's basically something that everybody gravitates to. But what we also provide for you is the gaming chair.
Listen,
make it as comfortable
sorry, Chris, I
as
didn't mean to hit you so
possible.
hard. Because that is the other thing that the youngsters love.
Yeah.
And it has the back support.
Of course.
Which you can adjust it to fit your lumbar region.
And then we have the support for your
And
neck
the
behind.
Yeah, and you can spend time here and not hurt yourself.
Yes. And we enhance your audio with the gaming soundbar.
Yeah. You can imagine you're playing your games and you're just going Superman, Spider-Man, sorry. You know, he's doing his thing and I'm leaping with him and I'm just enjoying the whole experience. And so you can have that enjoyable experience in your gaming zone, in your own home, with a range of products from Radio Shack.
Yes, we give you an all-round experience at Radio Shack.
Yeah. This is beautiful, beautiful indeed. You know, the PlayStation bundle is available to you and you can come get it at a song here in the Vultures Plaza indeed. Wow, this is great. So I want you to take me over to the other wall because I want to show some other folks what every time I do this, every time this happens. You know, let's do this over here. Because you talked a little bit about the mounts and so forth.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this here.
Right, so as I mentioned before, we have the smart home products, the door lock. So with this lock, you don't need to turn the key. You put in your code, you can control it from the comfort of your smartphone. So this really comes with an app. It comes equipped with an app that gives you control from wherever you are. You have the blinds controller, so you set it up to your blinds. You don't feel like getting up, control it from your phone. The smart plugs. It's a surge protector as well. So let's say you leave home, you forgot to unplug something. What you can do from the comfort of your phone is switch off the plug, so it cuts off all power.
Okay. Does it work with any of the carriers? I mean, you know, you have the Samsung, you have the iPhone, or is it specific to a particular brand?
No. It works with them because it's equipped with Alexa technology and also works with Google as well.
I love the Swan Buddy doorbell, video doorbell.
Oh
yeah, man.
Oh,
boy. That's so important nowadays.
Oh, yes.
Given how people are behaving.
Yeah.
You know,
so it gives you the ability as well
Yeah.
to see what's happening on your camera from your phone as well.
Before they enter your home to see who's at my door.
Yes.
Basically, we do that. You have the sanitizing wand as well, right here.
Yeah. So COVID brought a new way for us to see our health and that kind of thing.
Yes.
So what we did was add some products that would enhance customers' lives and make it a lot safer for customers throughout the market.
I love this one, the sophisticated audio. It is so stylish, and I really want you to come down and get the headsets.
Yes. Yes. So whether it's work or play, this fits pretty well. So it works for the gym, it works for meetings as well. Perfect.
Would it work in a radio environment? But it's Bluetooth.
Yeah, it's Bluetooth.
It's Bluetooth. Okay. Because I'm just thinking when I walk into the radio studio, if I'm wearing headphones, which ones will give me the best reproduction in sound?
Oh yes, this.
That one will.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And of course, you know, if you're going to be spending a lot of time on your laptop, we tend to want to put it on a laps sometimes, but it overheats.
Yes.
And so you have the cooling pads as well, and the portable stands.
Yeah, cooling pads, portable stands, basically everything to fit your needs. So you come here, you buy a laptop, we sell you all these things together.
Yes. And you keep using that word everything, and you have everything. You've thought of everything.
Yeah,
this is brilliant. This is fantastic. All in Radio Shack. And Radio Shack, as soon as you enter the W Plaza, into the Court Superstore, to your left.
Yes.
And there it is, the Radio Shack stand. To the right is that huge 115-inch television screen, which is available exclusively in the Court Superstore at the W Plaza. And so we want to encourage you to come and get that as well. Is this your area as well over here?
Yes, so we also have Radio Shack products. So this is basically our gaming zone. So we have gaming headsets for the little kids. We also have the headsets as well.
And the girls can get all fancy with it as well.
Yeah.
I like though, you know, the one directional mic, the gaming mic right there.
And perfect. I am a customer of the mic.
Oh my gracious.
And it's out of this world.
Yes. And I'm getting excited. I feel like a child already because, you know, all of these are things that even us adults we engage with, you know, and so we want you to come on over to Courts Superstore here in Welch's and get all of this. These functional keyboards as well, you know, that are ergonomic.
Yes, they are.
So let's sell this to some folks right now.
So it's really, really good for gaming as well. So hence the reason why we have it in our gaming area. So it adds value to your experience as gamers, as streamers. You're looking for all of those added attachments to give you that that added value to your components. So
you see how it lights up?
Yeah, it does.
Oh man, that is so beautiful.
So, and a lot
because
of,
I know you gamers who tend to want to switch off the lights and
in
just
the dark.
Zone in. Zone into the
So,
experience.
Yeah, and we have quite a few of those products as well. Yeah, so we have a variety for you to choose from.
Yes.
As I said, best quality, best value.
Best quality, best value, bring value home indeed. And so financing is available for all of these things that we've talked about.
Yes.
So if you can't right away pull from your pocket your cash, financing is available. You can use a Courts card. You can get a ready finance opportunity. You can go upstairs and talk to them, get a cash loan if you have to get a cash loan.
Yes.
But you can get it all in the Courts Superstore here in W Plaza. And certainly a lot of stuff we've shared with you just now is exclusive.
Yes.
And I love that word.
Yes.
I love that word.
Yeah.
You're leaving today?
Yes, I leave today, sadly.
How was that experience in Barbados?
It's a beautiful experience. I must say it's a beautiful experience. Meeting everyone, even seeing some parts of the country, even on some of the downtime. It's been a really good experience.
And you will come again, right?
Of course.
Of course.
In a heartbeat.
I love that. His heart now beats Bajan blood.
Yeah.
Chrissy, thank you so very much. Good to meet you. And you're doing some fantastic work here in this Courts Superstore. Thank you so much for sharing this experience with us and making affordable and available to all of us these wonderful things that would bring joy to the family and the self.
It was certainly a pleasure speaking with you and showing you the range of products that we have.
And what a vast range they truly have indeed. So, what are you going to do? Yes, I know. You'll come down to the W Plaza today, tomorrow as well. You having a demonstration this weekend as well? You're part of it?
Yeah. No, well, I won't be a part of it.
No, you won't be, but demonstrations also for you. Yeah, so come on in, ask your questions, make your purchase, and go home and live your dream because Courts brings value home. We're taking a break here. We're coming back in just a moment.
So here at the port station, we have a female who drives the truck. All the women needed, and especially the female drivers, all they needed was the encouragement.
She inspires.
He just figured that it's a male-dominated industry and I'm going to be bullied in this industry. Eventually, I bought a jackhammer compressor and then I bought my first truck.
She Inspires, a production of the Bureau of Gender Affairs in the Ministry of People Empowerment and Elder Affairs, Monday at 8 p.m. on air and online. She Inspires.
When I joined the fire service in 1991, most of the leadership was that of male supervisors, male administrators, and there were not a lot of women in the leadership roles. This is not an impossible task. We have taken this long to get to the stage of higher management, but please keep striving, keep pushing yourself. You know it's doable. Put your best foot forward and you will attain. Happy International Women's Day.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Community Files.
Barbadians at home and abroad are invited to submit nominations for the Pride of Barbados Award 2025 for the parishes of St. Thomas and St. Joseph. Nominations should be made online at eforms.gov.bb/SC/Pride of Barbados Award. Just click on the appropriate parish. Nominations for the Pride of Barbados Award St. Thomas close on Sunday, March 9th, while that of St. Joseph closes on Monday, March 31st. For further information, telephone 535-5385, 5499 or 5406 during office hours.
Coming up, Carnival was in the air as Exodus played its part once again. Home away from home, Barbadian style. Antigua's black pineapple, locally grown and good for you too. Top-level sports featuring tomorrow's talents. It's all next on this station.
When you're sick, you are perhaps at your lowest, physically and mentally and spiritually. When I was diagnosed, when my first chemo, for example, my very first chemo, I was supposed to MC at Frank Culmer Hall that night. And I told my wife, could you go home and bring some clothes for me? Because I'm still going to the show. When I told the doctor, oh, I wasn't she was in a mess, but she was startled. You know, she said, you do what? Nah, you're not going. She said, no, you're not going. I said, doctor, you will tell you, I am going.
Antoine Williams, a dedicated colorectal cancer advocate both nationally and regionally, proves that life thrives after stage 4 diagnosis. He shares his inspiring journey of rebirth, his driving motivations, and his vision for the colorectal cancer community. Exclusively on CBC TV 8.
Knapsack semi-finals is this Friday. Join us right here for live coverage of all the action from 9 a.m. Brought to you by Farmers Choice Doing the Most, the National Wellbeing and HIV Commission, Great Health Works, Agents for Omega XL and Probiotics, and Digicel, every Bajan's favorite network.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're 12 after 7 o'clock. Time now for giveaway. You have a very simple task in order to get yourself this Black & Decker digital air fryer for healthy cooking. Simple, Simon made up, Hyman. Guess the price. Seriously, guess the price of this and send your guess, your best guess with your name by WhatsApp to 228-5562. 228-5562, the number to which you should WhatsApp your best guess as to the price of this Black & Decker digital air fryer for healthy cooking. They give you 9.5% less oil, same taste without the guilt, of course, and they can do so much for 70% faster, as a matter of fact. So for those of you who use air fryers, and look at this, this one is so beautiful. The finish to it is outstanding, and it can be yours today. Guess the price and WhatsApp that price to me right now with your name to 228-5562. 228-5562. We're going to make a winner out of you immediately once we get it right. So good luck to all of you. Can't wait to get your WhatsApp responses in a bit. Don't forget, coming up today in store at 5 this afternoon, they're having that Mixology demo. We can't wait to welcome you into the Courts Superstore. And then at 6 o'clock, on today as well, they're having that interior design demonstration. Tomorrow, Saturday, the Mixology session starts at 12 noon, but at 11 o'clock is the interior design demo. So great reasons for you to come on into the W Plaza, the brand new Courts Superstore. I'll take a break right here, but I'm waiting on your responses. Guess the price, and good luck to all of you. Back in just a moment.
when you're sick, you are perhaps at your lowest, physically and mentally and spiritually. When I was diagnosed, when my first chemo, for example, my very first chemo, I was supposed to MC at Frank Culmer Hall that night. And I told my wife, could you go home and bring some clothes for me? Because I'm still going to the show. When I told the doctor, oh, she was in, I wouldn't say she was in a mess, but she was startled. You know, she said, you do what? Nah, you're not going. No. She said, no, you're not going. I said, doctor, you will tell you, I am going.
Antoine Williams, a dedicated colorectal cancer advocate both nationally and regionally, proves that life thrives after stage 4 diagnosis. He shares his inspiring journey of rebirth, his driving motivations, and his vision for the colorectal cancer community. Exclusively on CBC TV 8.
We are here at the W Plaza Welch's St. Thomas. Why? So I can introduce you and take a sneak peek into the new Quartz Superstore. So without further ado, without wasting any more time, let's go inside and have a look.
Sorry folks, we've just been talking shop right here because these ladies who are with me right now, they've been browsing the store and they've been paying close attention to what's available. So we were just sharing our own experiences and where we should go and what we should have and those kinds of things. I'm joined this morning just ahead of International Women's Day because we want to salute some women who have been doing phenomenal work in Barbados. Across all the way from me is our PR doctor. That's why she's in her get-up this morning, Michelle Doyle. Good morning to you, Michelle.
Good morning.
Indeed, good to have you. In the middle is Dr. Sharianne Dixon.
Hey.
Hello, how do you do?
I'm beautiful.
You are, because I was going to comment on your neckwear.
Okay, came all the way from Ghana to Barbados. My friend bought it for me from Ghana.
Wow.
Yeah.
You wear it beautifully.
Thank you.
It fits your personality as well.
I can flirt with him all day.
You see? Spicy, I tell you. And Dr. Sharianne Dixon, how do you do it? No. Carol. Auntie Carol. Sorry. Auntie Carol. Carol King. And your role that you play, I'll start with you, Carol. You are one of these advocates for understanding menopause.
Yes, I am.
And what got you involved in that journey?
It was basically my own experience. I would say 2013, I started to experience some very debilitating symptoms. It started with me fainting. And that went on for 5 months. I wasn't able to work. So the symptoms went on for many years after that. And I started to think to myself, it can't just be me. I can't be unique in this. So when I started to do my own research, I started to understand menopause more. And then I thought, this conversation needs to be had in a bigger forum because I'm not seeing anyone talking about it. I'm not hearing anyone speaking about it. So I decided just to have that conversation, and from the moment I said the word menopause out loud, so many women came running.
You women will flood out the word work with women. Yes. And so you're a community now.
Yes.
And in what space do you share these stories? How do women gather to talk about it?
On social media, because I find you can reach the most amount of people on that medium. So TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, this is where I create videos and share information and share jokes as well, because it is a difficult journey.
Yes.
So I believe that we should take it with a little pinch of humor as well, so to be able to manage that. And so yeah, I do it on social media mostly.
No wonder when we were speaking about the bedding, I was telling your Auntie Carol about the beds upstairs, and that there's this one that you can control the height of your feet, and you either up or lower your neck. It's beautiful. And then she asked me, go ahead.
Does it have a cooling feature?
Yes. And the answer was resoundingly yes.
Those hot flashes are real.
Perfect for folks who are having that stage of life, right?
I mean, this store is fantastic, and I definitely have to come back and have a look around. And having a cooling feature in your sleep, because insomnia is a huge problem in menopause as well. So you've got what we call night sweats, along with the insomnia. To be able to keep yourself cool at night is so important. So
that sounds so miserable.
It is. So you imagine, I mean, we all know about hot flashes. We've probably seen women experience them. But to imagine have that while you're sleeping and you wake up soaked in sweat, it's not cute.
No, it isn't cute at all.
That's the best way I can say it.
It's a phase that you live through?
Yes.
And live out of? You
Not
mean it's forevermore
always.
thereafter?
It's difficult. It's a different
for different people
journey for each woman. So some women will experience symptoms for just a few years and they may be quite mild, whereas other women will have them for many, many, many years, and it can be debilitating. My godmother she won't mind me saying this, she's 71 years old, and she says she still has hot flashes sometimes. So although her symptoms are not terrible, she's still experiencing that at 71, so it can be a very, very long journey.
Oh, my heart goes out to you ladies. Honestly, my heart goes out. You know, but congratulations. We're recognizing you today on International Women's Day, and with the hashtag Accelerate Action. And what does that mean to you, Auntie Carol?
For me, I am an action-orientated person, so to me that says I have to get up and do something. If I'm suffering or struggling, I don't think I was put here to suffer and to struggle. So I think you need to get up and do something to make your life better for yourself, because nobody's coming to save us. So we have to look for solutions to make our own life a little easier. I'm planning to live to 100.
Well done.
So
like
if I'm going to live to 100, I have to do something to make sure I stay healthy and strong, and can I do that?
Well done indeed. But you, Miss Dr. Sherry-Ann Dixon, you are a global speaker.
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means that I travel, whether it's by the internet or physically to other countries, and I've been recognized. I think I have about 32 awards for speaking about transforming your life, feeling good about you, recognizing your strengths and your weaknesses. And my thing is to talk to women and young girls about why it's important to understand you. It's about you.
What about your experience led you to taking up this particular cause, to talk about this?
My experience has been my grandparents. I always say my motto is, on their shoulders I stand. And we need to recognize, my mom died when I was quite young, and I always made this thing that as soon as I go somewhere and I'm speaking, I will always take their names with me, because if it wasn't for those three women, my mother, my grandmother, my mother, and my auntie, I wouldn't be the person I am today, which is, you know, I'm not saying that I'm not vulnerable sometimes, but I'm pretty strong. And I'm trying to teach people the way to understand their own strengths and minimize talking about their weaknesses, because that's one of the things that women do quite often. They'll tell you everything that's wrong about them and not really all the good points. So I get them to exhale about their good points.
Sherry, I laughed because can you imagine the men's ears?
Oh gosh.
Women decide they're going to talk. You just aptly described it. You can dwell on something with it, something the men are thinking, would you just stop?
Yeah, I don't want to know that you can't make a cake. Who cares? Buy one. But, you know, to make them feel good about themselves. Yeah. And sometimes you have to give people permission to say, for example, I'm going through the menopause. Because our parents used to hide that from us, and they kept a lot of things secret. And I'm saying no more. We've got to power up. We need to tell the next generation what to expect. So it's not a secret, and it shouldn't be hidden, because all of us are going to get it. And we talk about men, and we don't tell people that they also go through their menopause, menopause.
It's an andropause. But you're quite right. And so you encourage women to speak up. Speak out. Because how else would one know what you're experiencing? How else would one know what you're thinking? And so you do this in different fora. You do it online, you do it in person, you travel the globe. You've just been back from Ghana. What was that experience? Was that a personal trip, or was that also a speaking trip?
I've traveled the world. I've been to Africa, but my friend bought this. But everywhere I go, I try to take something of my journey. So in my house, there's something from Nigeria. I've interviewed Nelson Mandela. So basically, I brought back some of the things that I bought from that journey when I went to Soweto. You have to sometimes recognize what people there are going through, and despite their the fact that they don't have as much as we do in what you call first world countries, those people can be happy. So I try to teach people in the first world countries, I hate that word, but I'm just using it as an explanation, that we could just have one planting and you got a lunch, you got a dinner. Stop always thinking you have to have the whole 3-course meal to say that you're doing good. You're doing good as long as you can eat. And our parents did that, didn't they? Where they might have one cassava, one plantain, and they made a meal for a family. We've got to retrain our minds to be positive about what we have and keep thinking, I shoulda, coulda, woulda,
And you're quite right. The mind is where it starts, because it's how we think that produces what we are. And so your focus is women on the crossroads.
Yes.
The crossroad of what?
Crossroads of life. Women are always on a crossroads. I laugh with Michelle when we talk about that. We're always either changing jobs, and I don't like that. I'm about to say we're changing our men. We change dresses, we change our men. Probably change dresses 5 times before we leave home. But in general, crossroads is when you're leaving you start off wanting to be a nurse, and then suddenly you get to a certain age and you think, I don't like that anymore. I want to be a scientist or something else. And so we balance a lot of things while we're growing, and that's okay. It's giving yourself the permission to say, I'm not happy in this marriage anymore.
Right.
I'm not telling you to leave your husband, but I'm just saying to accept that there are times that you're not happy.
And not to feel in any way guilty about having those emotions.
No. And we have to train, I'm older than these 2 ladies, but I'm just saying in my mother's generation, they didn't speak out. But you always saw them crying or they're upset or something. But we now, I'm trying to say, use your words. We tell children, use your words, use your words. When you start using your words, I am not happy, or I don't like my job. I know I have to work because I have to bring home the money. But while I'm in that job that I don't like, I'm going to start looking at a different direction. Maybe go and do an online course. You have to give people, that's what I do anyway, I give them permission to be themselves.
That's important. So you said you're in the global, you travel, but you're also online. How can we find you online?
All the W's, sherryandixon.com.
Simple Simon made that pilot. So Michelle, she called your name. And so y'all were having conversation before we started. What were y'all talking about?
Well, I have known Sherry Ann for quite a long time. And you've heard her speak so eloquently about herself. I think it's 2007 that I've met her in the UK. And when she then transitioned here to Barbados, she asked me to do her PR. And that was an honor for me, because in her early days, that is what she did. And it then, for her putting her confidence in me to help her on her journey, is another thing that is so important with helping young women on the road. So that's one of the things that we were discussing, as well as talking about the grandeur of the store, as well as that.
Because you had the wow moment as well when you came in the door.
That's correct. Yeah.
My gracious, you have to come back and really take your time. Don't rush the process. You're going to find something or things, and there's Ready Finance. There are so many options to support you as you go as well. So don't break the bank.
Okay.
Courts here can help you do so. Now, as a PR doctor, when I think doctor, a doctor helps to diagnose and helps to find me solutions, and they manage my return to good health as it goes as well over time. Is that basically what you do?
That is perfect. Now, I must say that I am your PR doctor because my initials are MD. I know my mom had ideas of grandeur as well too, where she wanted me to be a doctor. So now I can say to her, yes, Mommy King, I am a doctor. So
thanks to you, Mommy King.
Yes, and that is exactly how I see businesses. I help entrepreneurs diagnose what's going wrong in their business, and then I help find the solution because I have the prescription for their success. That's it.
And you know, sometimes in finding, I'll use myself as an example. When I had my medical challenge, you know, they try this, they try that, until they found the right combination of pills for me to pop. And so, you know, and that's what you do as well, because there's no silver bullet to every solution.
That's correct. I mean, there's 6 things that I say every entrepreneur should have if they want to do PR, which is public relations. They must have a brand story. They must have a brand message, a compelling story, a media list, a target media list, a crisis plan, and online presence. Those are the 6 things they need, because obviously to get on this sofa today, they must have put in a pitch to your producers. And I know, credit to your producers, they all need to have different things to make sure that you can do your job properly as well to interview everyone who comes on your sofa. So they must know exactly who they are, have a story, have a brand that they can then say, we want to be on your couch. What is Pearson going to talk about? Talk about Sherry Ann's story, Carol's menopause story, and then they can promote themselves that way.
Right. Someone hearing that would think that's so much work. You know, you ask, and it wasn't for you, Sherry?
No, I don't think it's a lot of work. I mean, because what Michelle's saying is basically, you're not going to bake a cake and not have all the ingredients, are you? So basically, in order to do something, you got to follow a pattern. Otherwise, you're going to end up with bake.
Well, listen, I'm sorry for a minute. I am one who's guilty. I want to bake. I want to do something, but then I think of it, I have to go into the supermarket, I have to look for lard, butter, sugar, flour. I don't have the time with that, so I shall not bake.
Right.
That's Pearson.
Okay.
But not everyone is like that.
That's right. And in this situation, if that's the case, you will buy a cake. So if, as an entrepreneur, you do not have the time to do all that, that's when you can hire me. I am your cake.
You'll do that for me.
That's correct.
Good. I'm glad that's the service that you offer, because I don't have the time for that.
But also,
I have the desire for the outcome.
Exactly. But you say you don't have the time, but they're little things that build what you're doing. And I say that PR is not hard. It's quite simple. It's all the things that you're doing every day that you can put together. You are your own brand. There's no way that you will go out or you'll come on the show without your shirt and tie. That is your brand. I'm sure you've got a story that you can tell as well, that I'm sure lots of people will be interested in. So it's all of that you have as a package. All of that.
So it is what it is, and it's just to find a way now to present it.
That's right.
And that's where the PR daughter helps, indeed. Ladies, I congratulate you. You are each, and individually, you're all fascinating.
Thank you.
I think all of your stories are so riveting. I wished I had more time to sit with you to delve even deeper. But I wish again I had more time, because I wanted to get into your life story. I know Michelle wants to hear mine, but I wish I had time to do that.
I'd like
because
to
there is a philosophy to who you are that guides what you do.
That's right.
And you talked about it, Sherry, about your parent, the people on whose shoulder you stand.
Yes.
And there's so many of us who miss the boat because we don't take the time to reflect for just a moment on why we're doing it. Talk to me a little bit about this, Auntie Carol, about this book you're carrying on your lap.
Yes, my pride and my joy.
You thought I'd forgotten, right?
No.
Yes, please.
Recently published my first book, It's called Are You There, God? It's Me in Menopause. And it was written in order to...
Can I hold it for a second?
Sure.
Go ahead.
In order to help women have a guide that they can go, that can wherever they're going on whichever part of their journey they're in.
Right.
Whether you're right at the beginning, whether you're post-menopause and you're reducing your symptoms, or you're just looking for ways to manage your journey, this book can go with you all the way through. Although there are other books on the market, obviously, this was written in a way that you can get to what you need to find out very, very quickly. You don't have to read the entire book in one go to find out what you need to know.
Because you've broken it into chapters.
Correct. So if your issue is one symptom, you can start there.
Yeah. Finding the start and finish lines. I like that. But is it hot in here or is it menopause? I like that.
Yeah, the fan in.
I am, yeah, and I see that often. You ladies, you always have a fan.
Yeah.
But one of the, and my friends here that I work with, because I love biting cold conditions. Biting cold conditions, and you too. And that's just me naturally. So they always tease me that I'm at that stage of life, you know.
Yeah.
You having a person what's
Maybe you are going through a
I'm not.
menopause.
I just like cold conditions.
Yeah.
So freeze me and I'm good. Put me on the stove and I'm not good at all.
So you can live in England.
I could easily. Where is my mind is another chapter, the Menobelly Chronicles.
Yes. Menopause weight gain is a huge problem for women, and in particular we gather weight, what they call visceral fat, which is fat that collects around our organs and protrudes our stomach out, so we end up looking like we might be pregnant.
Right.
So nicknamed the Menobelly.
I like that. This is the book, folks. This is the book right here. Go ahead, ask all your questions, read, and you'll find all the answers inside indeed. And this is by Auntie Carol.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Sherry and MD, Michelle Doyle. Congratulations, ladies. Well done. We're happy to salute you here in Morning Barbados, just ahead of International Women's Day. You're trailblazers.
Thank you.
And you're all beautifully doing it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. We're coming back from the beautiful Courts Superstore at the W Plaza in Welch St. Thomas in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Knapsack semi-finals is this Friday. Join us right here for live coverage of all the action from 9 a.m. Brought to you by Farmers Choice Doing the Most, the National Wellbeing and HIV Commission, Great Health Works, Agents for Omega XL and Probiotics, and Digicel, every Bajan's favorite network.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
The school nutrition policy was created to foster a healthier school environment. Yet, everywhere we look, we still see the marketing of unhealthy foods and drinks in our schools. This influences children to choose unhealthy foods and drinks, which will make us sick as adults. If these foods are being removed from schools to improve our diets, why are they still being marketed to us? 31% of children are overweight or obese. Protect us. It's time to ban marketing of unhealthy foods and drinks in schools.
A message for the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Barbados and partners.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hi, I'm Adrian Agard, owner-manager of Things Gospel, and we've had the privilege of working with Mornin Barbados over the years. And we've always had pretty good engagement after those segments on Mornin Barbados. If you're looking to advertise, I recommend Mornin Barbados.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
I am Leading Fire Officer 162 Terrell Clark of the Barbados Fire Service. Did you know that our trucks carry 600 gallons of water? And at the end of every fire, we look for the closest possible hydrant to replenish our trucks. Please do not block the hydrants because it would become difficult for us to replenish our trucks. I want to wish all my colleagues a happy 70th anniversary as we celebrate this together with the public of Barbados. Thank you.
So here at the port station, we have a female who drives the truck. All the women needed, and especially the female drivers, all they needed was the encouragement.
She inspires.
He just figured that it's a male-dominated industry and I'm going to be bullied in this industry. Eventually, I bought a jackhammer compressor and then I bought my first truck.
She Inspires, a production of the Bureau of Gender Affairs in the Ministry of People Empowerment and Elder Affairs, Monday at 8 p.m. on air and online. She Inspires.
When I joined the fire service in 1991, most of the leadership was that of male supervisors, male administrators, and there were not a lot of women in the leadership roles. This is not an impossible task. We have taken this long to get to the stage of higher management, but please keep striving, keep pushing yourself. You know it's doable. Put your best foot forward and you will attain. Happy International Women's Day.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Community Files.
Barbadians at home and abroad are invited to submit nominations for the Pride of Barbados Award 2025 for the parishes of St. Thomas and St. Joseph. Nominations should be made online at eforms.gov.bb/SC/Pride of Barbados Award. Just click on the appropriate parish. Nominations for the Pride of Barbados Award St. Thomas close on Sunday, March 9th, while that of St. Joseph closes on Monday, March 31st. For further information, telephone 535-5385, 5499 or 5406 during office hours.
Coming up, Carnival was in the air as Exodus played its part once again. Home away from home, Barbadian style. Antigua's black pineapple, locally grown and good for you too. Top-level sports featuring tomorrow's talents. It's all next on this station.
When you're sick, you are perhaps at your lowest, physically and mentally and spiritually. When I was diagnosed, when my first chemo, for example, my very first chemo, I was supposed to MC at Frank Culmer Hall that night. And I told my wife, could you go home and bring some clothes for me? Because I'm still going to the show. When I told the doctor, oh, she was.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Yeah, man. Cody, good morning, man.
Good morning.
Brother,
good
you
morning.
sang that so well. I'm going to cut a record deal with you.
Oh my, when you're ready, let me go.
I'm not ready.
Oh, Lord.
So you'll be patient, okay? This is Cody Thompson. He is a mixologist.
Yes,
and this is where he will be in the Courts Superstore here in the W Plaza today and tomorrow, because we want you to come down and engage, get the mixes done.
Yes, yes.
And so, Cody, it's so good to see you. The last time I saw you, we were in Speightstown.
No, we were up in St. Lucie.
Was it?
Yeah, St. Lucie.
Okay,
Yeah,
St.
yeah.
Lucie. St. Lucie it was indeed. But great work you're doing, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Wow. By the way, lest I forget, I want to say congratulations to Joan Lowe. Joan, you are getting that Black & Decker air fryer.
Ooh.
It's a I thought the same thing, my man. It is a digital air fryer. It looks fantastic. Congratulations to you, Joan. Someone from the marketing team here at Courts will all call you and make arrangements for your collection. So we're doing mixology. You're going to be here tomorrow and today. Today
yes.
and tomorrow.
Yes, please.
And we want to invite folks to come on down. Is this where you're going to be located?
Right here at this station.
So you're coming over to the fridges.
Yes, please.
The fridges wall, right here by Mabe, Master Tech, and so forth. This is where he will be.
Yes, please.
And we want you to come down and do. What are you mixing up?
So today we're going to mix a signature mocktail celebrating their 60th anniversary.
Courts.
So it's Courts 60th. So this one is called the Courts. It's a bit of a tongue twister. So the Courts Blue Breeze Bliss.
The Courts Blue Breeze Bliss.
I told you.
He's right.
I told you it's a bit of a tongue twister.
The Courts Blue Breeze Blitz.
Yes.
The Courts Blue Breeze Blitz. The Courts Blue Breeze Blitz. The Courts Blue Breeze Blitz. All right, my brother, no problem. You've wrapped up my tongue now.
There we go. So
but what comprises that?
Oh, so there's a twist on a classic cocktail called a mojito. So as you know, everybody know molecular mixes for manipulating flavors and colors and playing with all your senses. So this one is going to be visually appealing. So this has a very, if they could zoom in and see, as you can see, we have some brew glitter. So this comprises of...
This is edible?
Yes, it's edible.
Okay, just
yes,
checking.
edible glitter.
Let's see from the
everything here is edible. Everything here is edible. So it's a coconut and amaretto flavor. Of course, the base is just like mojito. So you have your lime and you have your mint. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So we are going to be creating.
Do your thing. Don't mind me.
No, we both are going to be creating today. So,
but what are these flowers?
Oh, so these are edible flowers. So everything is edible here.
Okay.
Yeah. You seemed a little...
Yeah, because I would walk past the flowers, admire them, and move on. But
we're incorporating it instead of a mocktail today.
This is what you do.
Yes, this is what I do.
You take all these things and infuse them and create some wonderful drinks and beverages.
Please.
This is your best?
Well, today
will be the best.
It will be the best.
So when folks come to the demo today and tomorrow, this is what we're also going to experience?
So we're going to do a different one today. So because we're appearing with a chef.
Right.
So based on the foods he do, I do a drink to complement what he's doing.
So because we're celebrating the 60th
yes, please.
anniversary of Courts Unicomer, we will do this one.
Especially for them.
The Courts Blitz is what we're making.
Yes.
All right. So what do we start with?
All right, so we're going to start, get a knife, and we're going to grab a lime.
Do it.
So you're not helping me?
You want to put the lime smell on
yeah,
my fingers?
No, you can be good.
My knife is that. I don't have a knife on this side.
Yes, you do. We have everything you need.
You can tell us
right here.
Excuses, right? Okay. And this is not a race of time.
Of course not. Of course not. We're going to take our time. So.
Oh, you do it differently.
Yeah, you're going to follow me. So we're going to go from tip to tip. We're going to go right down.
So tip to tip.
Yeah.
So you holding this? Because I wouldn't hold it that way.
Uh-huh.
All right. So hold it in and cut in the middle.
Yes, please.
That way control.
There you go.
So we're going
to see perfect already.
Yeah, but you see, I wouldn't cut the line like this to get this thing in the middle.
Why not?
Because I feel it as if I had it the other way, it would squeeze better.
No, so we're modeling. So that's what it said. It's a twist on a classic mojito.
Yeah, okay,
so we're going to do it if we're doing a mojito.
You're right.
So because we want to have wedges. So then we're going to come to the side and just.
You're wasting lime.
No, you'll see.
So cut from the side.
Yes, please.
Is this okay?
That's perfect. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
All right. And
so
then,
one wedge done.
And then the last one again. And go right down the center. There you go.
And there we go. We have three.
There, see?
3 wedges.
3 wedges. Put that one there. We're going to use these 3.
Okay.
So we're going to grab our glass.
I've grabbed the glass.
And then we're going to take our 3 wedges, put on the inside
put on
our glass.
1, 2, 3.
Good. Now we have some mint. So we're going to grab a few of our mint.
Taste your mint.
Do you want me to taste it?
Yeah.
Sure.
You're not going to eat before. You have to eat before me. He survived.
You don't trust me?
I didn't say that. I said you survived.
So we're gonna
How
take.
much mint is that?
Oh,
Just pinch?
Yeah, just a pinch. And we're gonna drop it inside of our glass.
All right. And where do you get this mint from? This.
So you get this from
You
our
grow
local
this?
store. You can also grow it, but I got this from Massey stores.
Well, you grow this, right? So
So then we're gonna get our jigger, and we're gonna get our infused syrup, and we're gonna pour just an ounce and a half.
And this side is an ounce and a half.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Right there, and then we're gonna just add that.
Add mine if you don't mind.
You sure?
Positive. I don't want to mess this up.
No, you are good.
There's no room for mess up here.
No.
You're making your own beverage.
Yes,
Sorry,
you are.
sir.
There you go.
To your taste. I got you, sir.
All right.
All right.
I'm not doing anything else for you, okay?
We're good. The rest should be easy from here.
Easy. So we're gonna get our muddler.
The muddler.
Yes, so it's called a muddler. So what we want to do, we just want to infuse and extract the flavors out from the mint and the lime. We just infuse them together.
Right.
So we're just going to do about 5. So press and just press and turn.
Press and turn. Press and
2,
turn. Press
3,
and turn. Press
4.
and turn. Press and turn.
There you
I missed
go.
the line.
There you go.
Press that one and turn it. Okay.
All right. So we're just infusing all the flavors together.
How do you know it's well infused? I can smell it, taste
There-
it.
there- you can smell it. There you go. So then after that, it's just easy. So then we're going to ice. Just add some ice to our glasses.
Could you pass me the ice, sir?
Absolutely, sir.
Thank you very
Absolutely.
much.
There you go.
This one is mine. Yeah, I
Now
can't
we call it
have taste to this one as well.
So now all we're going to do is just add our soda water to it. And that's
it?
Yeah.
So simple.
I told.
So what's this for?
You
Oh,
rushing
come
the-
into that. Come into that.
You're rushing the gun.
I apologize. I thought we were done. So
No, that's just creating it.
That's part of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there you go.
Right up almost to the top. Good. Would Sprite work?
Oh, you can, but I know persons nowadays are complaining about sugar.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
you want to still have something flavorful and still balanced. You don't want too sweet.
Right.
So alternative, if you are a sweet tooth, you can use Sprite, but generally you would use.
Yeah, and it's nice
soda.
and fizzy, so it looks good.
There you go. So now this is where the fun begins. So we're gonna garnish our drinks.
Okay. Pretty up the drinks.
Pretty up, make it look nice and fancy.
You'll make yours purplish, blue.
And you get to choose.
I can choose whatever
Choose
color?
whichever color you wish.
And I have to eat this at the end, right?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Let's go with this one. So yours is different from mine.
All right. So then this is where we like to play with senses and flavors and stuff. So then, if you want to put your drink
in there,
in there,
in the middle, good.
in the middle.
And we're going to use the drill.
So this is called a flavor blaster, and it's more so just to enhance, give you play with the senses. So I like to go with smell. So we went with visual. It's visually appealing. It looks nice.
You heard what he said about my mix?
Visually appealing. There we go. So
you're
we're
absolutely
appealing to the
right.
senses.
Yes.
And then of course now sense of smell. So
I must confess, my sinuses are acting up. So you will smell me smell it for me.
So what we're gonna do, just gonna infuse this.
Okay, okay.
So this is to give you a little
This is
tropical.
beautiful,
Yeah. There you go.
Good. Do yours.
And now you.
Oh, is there's only one of these?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So that fusing does what? Traps the scent.
Yes, please.
Extracts the scent.
Yes, yes.
And
so that when you enjoy your beverage, you're getting all the flavors then. So you get a sense of
you can
smell,
smell it, taste it, and
There
experience
you
it.
go.
I
So
get
it's a
it.
full-on experience.
Can I leave this for as long as I possibly can, and does it change anything? Because I like the way it looks.
But you don't want to leave it too long because then it's going to water down because it has ice on the inside.
Oh, from that point
So
of view.
from that point of view then.
Okay, and voila.
There
the
you
magic is real. Isn't this wonderful,
There you
y'all?
go.
Give me a round of applause, man. Come on, team. Well done, Cody. I've taught you something today.
Thank you very much. You see, you learn something new every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Thank
This
you
is brilliant.
So there you go.
And this is what you do with molecular.
Yes, please.
And this is what you'll be doing today and tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes, please.
As well when we come on into the Court Superstore here. This is taste yours.
It's almost as you don't trust me. You want me
It's
to
not
taste my
that. It's not that. That's not that. I just want to see. And then I'll taste yours as well to see if yours tastes as good as mine.
Yours might be better.
I believe so.
Fabulous. Give me 14 of them.
Let me taste yours. In it goes. Stir, you know the old people, you stir it out. Not bad. This is my straw.
I don't like that. That wasn't so convincing. It wasn't too convincing. Oh, yours.
Taste that. Taste that. Seriously. Taste that.
So yours is way better.
Taste it.
We need somebody honest opinion.
I want your honest opinion. Don't stir it up too much. Go ahead, taste it. Say it.
For the sake of,
No, don't tell me.
It's actually good. It's actually good. It is.
Is it far more flavorful? No, because you didn't infuse yours.
It is really good.
Anybody else wants to taste this?
Anybody? You got any volunteers?
Faye, would you come and taste this with me, please? Faye, I believe in Faye, and I know Faye will give me an honest answer. Faye, this is Faye. You remember Faye, right? Our star in the making right here. Faye, I'll get a straw for you.
Oh, thank you.
This one with the red flower is mine.
Yes.
Go ahead. Tell me what you think. Don't give me the answer right away. Good. That's one. Taste this other one. Wow. What do you think? Which one?
This is fresher. More zest. Wow, excellent job.
Thank you, Faye. Very hard for that, I'm serious, but I had a good teacher.
Quite nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And did you feel the aftertaste?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you get
Very,
your
very
experience of
refreshing.
aftertaste as well?
Yes,
Is that a good experience?
It is. Well, depend. If it's too tart, then it's like okay. So if you can get a nice refreshing taste afterwards, it's well balanced.
I think it is refreshing. What do you
Very
think?
refreshing.
Very refreshing.
So I have a future in this industry.
Absolutely, and we got a space for you over at Molecular Mixer. So hey, come on.
There you go. So I'm going to be a mixologist.
Absolutely.
You're looking forward to the mixology sessions?
Yes, of course, this afternoon, and you're a first blend as well. And you're officially become a mixologist.
There you go. What time are the mixology sessions?
We're going to start at 5 o'clock this afternoon.
5 o'clock.
And tomorrow?
We are at 12.
At 12.
Yes.
So midday tomorrow, we'll be making some more mocktails.
Yes,
and this evening at 5,
That is
we'll be making
correct.
the cocktails. So, but the other evening drinks we'll be having it too. And it doesn't have to be this one. This is part of this is the Courts
Blue Breeze Blitz.
Blitz, is that right?
That's
Courts
correct.
Blue
Blue
Breeze
Breeze Blitz.
Blitz. And
Yeah.
this is what's possible when you come on into the Courts Superstore. Indeed. Can we have all of you guys? Do I bring everybody in now? No, they tell me. But this is, they don't want to come share the spotlight with me. But Faith, thank you so much for coming sharing the spotlight with me. I've thoroughly enjoyed being here with you guys this entire week. Because it's a superstore. Everything here is super. And you've heard all of the acclamations from so many other people as well. They've all enjoyed. Those who've just spent a few minutes here with us, wow, we got to come back for sure. And that's what we always want to hear at Courts, because Courts brings value home.
That is correct.
And so, Cody, what you're bringing value home too?
Absolutely.
And the experience in the mixology
The
sessions
experience and
as
the
well.
comfort.
That's right, that's right. So I'm going to go up to the loft and spend my time in the home and nature department reclining. That's one of my favorite spots up there. And I want to encourage you to come on down to the Courts Superstore here in Welch. It's a W Plaza. It is spacious. It is comfortable, everything well laid out and labeled, so you know exactly where you are and what you're experiencing and interacting with. But there's ready finance available, right?
That is correct. Yes, ready finance is available, and if you have your store card, you can use the store card to shop.
And you walk around with me, right?
Of course.
I can help you. So you walk around with me. I can make my purchase on
the spot. Yes, you can make your purchase on the spot as well. We do have a roaming cashiers and a roaming CSR, so we're here ready to please and serve you.
There you go. It's simple like that. I'm going to miss this place, honestly. Being here, working here was quite fun for me.
Yes, and we did enjoy having you here.
Thank you. I want to thank all of your marketing team who've made this really possible for us as well. It is our immense pleasure. Thank you, Deanne, you and your team for working with us, taking us through all that's really possible here at Courts. And thanks to you as well for watching us this morning indeed. Cody, thanks, man.
You are more than welcome, and thanks for having me.
Good. I'll join you in the drink right after. Thank you all for watching. We want to wish you a wonderful today and a great weekend. Looking forward to seeing you again on Monday. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning.